Scroll with me, and you'll see a world of pure degeneration. Take a look. Just kidding. Sorry. But I just saw Charlie in the Chocolate Factory live at the theater last week. So it stuck in my heart. But alas, GM, good morning to everybody here in the, as Floyd Mayweather would say, in the Twitter world. I actually don't know if that's Floyd Mayweather. Money Mayweather. Yeah, that's the right guy. AP says it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for being here for that and witnessing that. It is Monday morning, which means, we had the Sunday Scaries yesterday. That means that we're here on Monday morning. That means that we've got so much going on. But alas, we scroll. Because we got to know the vibes. We have to do the morning vibe check. 8270 says GM. Great new PFP. GM to you, good sir. But for those of you who are watching GMBT, good morning, Bird Toast. For those of you who don't know, my name is Dude Lips. This is Scroll With Me, where this is a collective effort. It's not just me, right? We scroll the Twitter timeline together, crypto Twitter, NFT Twitter, other kinds of Twitter, but mostly those two, to be honest. And we see what the vibes are, right? I got confused. Tota said GMBT. Oh, the PFPs look so similar to 82. I got confused. So I was like, okay, 82 is double tapping, all good. But we got 40 people in the stream so far. So we're going to scroll Twitter. We're going to find the alpha. We're going to find the entertainment. We're going to find the bangers. We're going to find it all. If it's out there, we'll find it. But let us embark on this kind of spiritual endeavor of scrolling the timeline together, ingesting it, taking it in, and then processing it in real time. This is group therapy, as we've said before. So let's get into it. Warm up the time a little bit. Good. Yeah. I'm like a DJ. I'm like Fred again. I'm like, that's how we play the timeline. 8270 says vibe check is a service. That's right. Yeah, a lot of people ask me what these numbers are on the timeline. That's my ethos score. And so really I act as a kind of like oracle to the ethos score, right? You see the ethos score and then like we compare the vibe check, and then it's kind of like a perpetual, like you can long or short the vibe, as compared to the ethos score. Namin says the timeline provides, to be honest, and it does. But alas, let us actually dive into the timeline. First tweet of the day, first tweet of the week, to be fair. Red Capital says the TCG market offers a powerful level of diversification, naturally unrelated with crypto, stocks, gold, or real estate. The best part, give you smart, diversified access to this high potential market. Never did I think that I would see the day. And Red Capital, they're serious. I've talked to them. They're serious. But someone and this is like alternative assets. We see Alexa Ohanian tweet down below. So shout out to Alexa Ohanian. Straight up, in seriousness, serious company saying Pokemon cards. It's a diversified asset. If you're looking to diversify your portfolio, get into Pokemon cards. And the numbers don't lie. Over time, the numbers don't lie. So Red Capital is deploying a fund. They're buying up slabs, and they're sending them to Brinks to be folded with Beezy. And it really doesn't get any better than that. Let's keep going. Let's see here. Alexa Ohanian says, what was it about my childhood that makes me hate wasting things, even cheap things that make no logical sense, given I can easily afford buying more? I mean, subtle flex, all good. Just saying. But I relate with that. Now, granted, since we're in a different tax bracket, my wife calls that hoarding. But, to each their own, But I feel that. And if we can think about this, maybe we can share a male bond here is like, it's a good box. You know what I'm saying? You buy something and then it's a good box and you save that box, right? Especially like Apple products. I mean, talk about, the user journey, the whatever the unboxing experience, but afterwards you're holding onto that box. Why? Because it's a good box. And I can't say any more about that, to be honest. That's as much as I can say about that. All right, let's go on to Garrett from Laser. I don't think most people understand the concept of free markets. Oh, I can see show more. Let's see if I get baited into it. But before I do, today's episode of Scroll With Me, in addition to being brought to you by Cold Brew, is brought to you by Spindrift. Because we need all the liquids. All right. I don't think most people really understand the concept of free markets. Traditional social media platforms are closed control markets. Free markets are more volatile, which makes things more anxiety inducing. It's a fundamentally different way to think about ownership and freedom to transact. While that people resent the idea of tokenizing, owning their own content, the alternative, get nothing while platforms sell your work for billies. It's pure Stockholm syndrome. I don't know what I don't know what Garrett's saying here. I'm like, Garrett, are you saying coin everything or not? You got to spell it out. You got to spell it out for a smooth brain like me. Coin everything or don't coin everything. One or the other. I will say there's a lot of chatter about this Zora. People, creator coins, content coins, all this stuff. There's there's so much to figure out. So granted, early days, but it's a weird thing. And like I've said before, it's a weird thing because the space pretty much only rewards people that act like they know what they're doing or have conviction. And so you kind of have to act like this is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, think about if Jesse Pollock or the Zora team was like, well, like a behavior that we've seen is people maybe like the idea of commenting first on, a YouTube video or something like that. And so maybe that indicates that provenance is a valued behavior on the internet. And so maybe we'll try like making posts into tokens and see if people collect it. Maybe we'll try that. No, they're not ever going to say that. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, you got to coin everything. This is like the future, man. Because the space won't reward it. They won't try it. They won't believe in it. And so it's like, we find ourselves in and maybe this is not, maybe this is true for more than just the crypto industry. I don't know. But I'm like, we find ourselves in a tough position because then we go like, well, it's not, it's like, it's like when, health and wellness crazes pop off and there's like a subtle truth to it. Like apple cider vinegar was the big thing a while ago. It's like, okay, apple cider vinegar is pretty good for some stuff, right? And then like people get a hold of it and they're like, apple cider vinegar, it'll cure everything if you really think about it. Like, but that's the only thing the market responds to, unfortunately. And so it's like, yeah, the market doesn't respond to nuance. It doesn't respond to these kind of things. And so it makes it a really tough position. So, but wrapping that all up, I have no idea where Garrett stands on that. And I'm sorry that I misinterpreted your tweet there. Looks like we got over 100 folks watching at this point. So welcome, GMGM. My name is Willy Wonka. This is my chocolate factory. These tweets are my lasting gobstoppers, and this is my legacy. So hopefully one of you will be my Charlie buckets by the end of this thing, and then I'll give you my kingdom. So thank you for the three of you who probably stuck with me through that reference. For the rest of us, once again, my name is Dude Lifts. This is Scroll With Me, where we scroll the Twitter timeline together, and we see what's going on crypto Twitter. You know what I mean? We try to get a vibe check on the week, on the day, on the moment. All right, let's see here. We stopped for Clouded. It's like we stopped for children sign. Solana green on the day. We'll probably sell off a bit here. Solana bros just need to sit the rest of the cycle out. Stop tweeting, stop bidding, stop psyopping, marketing. Just watch on the sidelines, man. Ledios. See, once again, maybe I just like need more coffee, honestly, because I'm like, does Clouded even own any Solana? He's out here, fundraising thousands of ETH for ETH strategy. And he's out here saying he was going to sell his soul. Sell your soul. God, never thought to say it like that. It seems terrible when you say it like that, which I don't know if is actually supposed to make you feel bad for selling. Like, oh, you're selling your soul, bro? You sold your soul? Like, that's a weird thing to do, to sell your soul. All right. Let's jump in here. So we got Fluxor. Fluxor is running a great flow hackathon. Shout out. So go check that out if you're looking for an online hackathon. Let's see what Rudo has to say. I will never understand the PvP of builders in this space. I'll always support other builders on other chains because I know how hard it is. I know how much work goes into the small and big wins, the month-long sprints, the overnight pivots, the FUD, the high level of, yeah, totally agree. Yeah, if you look at my page, even though it's absolutely swarmed with flow builders right now because they're cooking, yeah, I'm pretty chain agnostic as far as like on-chain products. I think the pie is big and everyone's pushing us relatively in the same direction. So, BT says he's coming to the water cooler today, and he's gonna meet everyone after that. Burnt toast. You love to see it. You love to see it. Share a piece of 2021 bull run lore about yourself. Oh, I bet this would actually have some good ones. I could share some interesting lore. I've been like teasing a few things. Like people will kind of talk about like there was the lawyer, like the Burnwick law guy. I've been trying to like shill like this little project that I was a volunteer for a little bit, and that has some spice to it. But no one's taken me up on the offer yet, so we'll see. Look at this. Amanda says, one night emptied the whole bank account and my wife's bank account and bought 83B AYC for 3.5 ETH. Hope for a 3X. Yo, wait a sec. So, okay. So if that was, maybe 3,500, wow. Look at him now. But he didn't understand the assignment because you're supposed to quote tweet this because PO is clearly trying to, get that engagement dollars and wants to, run it back turbo. So Mando, but I guess by the fact that Mando's comment got circulated to me on my timeline, it is in fact accomplishing the goal. So, either way you cut it, all good. Let's keep going here. Yo, I saw this morning. I think this is Tropo Farmer. Shout out to this, my man got absolutely donkey swole. So shout out to Tropo Farmer. He's now Oro farming for sure. Let's keep going here. I found the guy who owes you an explanation for your bad investment. Nice. That's funny. Yo, the amount of Colonex buying has me rather concerned. Yes is the simple answer. I'm like, I've seen a lot of Clonex going on here. We've got Mr. G says G scroll, GM, G scroll, G scroll to all who celebrate. We've got a little nubcat here. Oh my gosh, look at this Please nubcat. That's just absurd. Oh, can we get like a nub boba Dubai chocolate? We really needed a Dubai chocolate in here, to be honest. Believe in creators. That's what Jesse Pollock says. Wait, Mr. Beast has been working on an animated show? Why does this look like it was made by Golden Wolf? It kind of does look like it was made by Golden Wolf. Imagine if Doodles came out and was like, yo, we just made the show for Mr. Beast. Fuck out of here. I think that'd be so wild. Look at this Darth Maul pin selling for $400. We like that. Is it even? Yes. Look at that. Cereal 167. That's like, we just got a basic cereal, $400 for that. Love it. Yo, how it feels 30 plus and working in crypto? Yes. Just celebrated my 34th birthday. So this is exactly how I feel. Okay, yes. Can we talk about this? Why is this emoji not a green line? I've wanted to use this emoji so many times, but it's a red line. So inevitably you have to use the bar chart emoji, which does not hit the same. It absolutely does not hit the same. Yeah, why? Who did this? Who hurt whoever made this emoji? That's the real question, right? They're going to make this emoji because one time I full ported into BAYC 3.5 ETH my wife's bank account and I lost it all. Okay. Garrett's coming back. He's coming back here. This is important to post to understand if you're wondering about Zora and all the recent excitement around it. It seems like a flywheel that's working, but we'll see how well it continues to grow and develop. I still don't know where he stands. Where does he stand? Garrett, we need you to stand on business. I need you to tweet now and say I believe in creators, just like Jesse Pollock. That's the only thing that will suffice at this point. All right, bring back royalties. OpenSea, this would be a massive W for creators and teams pushing to create more for their communities. I'll stand on this business. I want my projects to be paid. Yeah, this is tough. Kind of tying back to Garrett's thing earlier. It's we have free markets, and so it's a little bit difficult. So it's weird that now we're kind of, it's always been this very complex issue because then marketplaces have to enforce it because the projects can't enforce it because it can't be enforced on chain using Solidity unless you use a new standard like ERC 721C, which is what NBA Top Shot did when NBA Top Shot created a bridge version from Flow to ETH mainnet. Oh, wait, no, sorry, from Flow to Flow EVM. they use ERC 721C. So those royalties are enforced at the contract level, easy peasy. So, I mean, other collections could do that too. I mean, I've talked about in the past, like one of the ways you could do it is if you were going to release some kind of utility or some kind of like staking mechanism for your NFT collection, you could require the NFTs to be wrapped as ERC 721C, essentially like wrapping and creating a new collection. I mean, it's the same collection, but it's just like new contract. And then from then on out, any utility, any access, anything, you would have to use the new collection. It's a fairly straightforward process. So that's how projects could do it. And then we don't have to rely on the bajillion of composable providers to do it. Just enforce it at the contract level. Big and fan 8270 says big fan of enforced royalties at the contract level. Yep. It's unfortunate that you kind of have to do all these workarounds on Solidity, but it is what it is. And yeah, if enough projects, think about like how many actual needle moving kind of like OG NFT PFP projects are out there. If enough of them got together, they should probably form a council anyways to have some kind of collective bargaining power. Then the marketplaces would just, I mean, the marketplaces already, for the most part, work with the ERC 721C. So it's like, it's weird because it's, all of now, like all the collectors are shouting in the marketplaces, like, you guys should enforce royalties. You guys should do it. And the marketplaces are like, we're free and open marketplaces. Like projects are free to use ERC 721C. It works. Like we've enabled this on our side. The projects need to just do it on their side. So it's like, there's this weird chicken and the egg. And I don't claim to be smart enough to figure it out, but it's definitely possible. Oh, I thought this was wrecked drinks for a second. I was like, man, I saw something that OSF tweeted the other day. He was like, such and such buyers of this drinks are up like 8x. And I just remember seeing photos of people with like shipping containers full of wrecked drinks. And I was like, wow, some people are eating off those sparkling waters here. Oh, weird. Ali, my guy. This is strange. This is some Inception. Scroll with him. Oh, I just saw myself do this. What the fuck? Let's keep going. The first draft of anything is shit. Movement is greater than perfection. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. Shout out to Alliance DAO. Shout out to Solidity being the first draft and Cadence being the second. If you know, you know. All right, let's keep going here. The Jack Butcher visualized value token coming out as an accent feels so on brand. I think they should adopt and embrace it. Basically, performance artist token. I don't disagree. Oh, Ali loved my joke about Solidity being the first draft. Yeah. Okay, I want to know more about this. Monero is still safe, even though it gets 51% attackable. Leon is very smart, so I'm inclined to believe him. But I was just sharing this morning. It's like, yeah, apparently some kind of validator is attempting to. It's really interesting. The validator is attempting to control 51% of the network through like issuing their own token, which is essentially like, hey, if you stake with us, I think if I get it correct, they're like, hey, if you stake with us, we'll not only give you, or like maybe won't give you the Monero token, but we'll give you our token, which is even more valuable. So it's like, talk about free markets. Very interesting. This is just a great graphic here. Oh, no picture, but what do we got here? Okay, so this is one of the spinning wheels. Very good, very good. For the first time, a collection will be CTO'd even before minting. Nice. Henlo's always doing some fun stuff on chain. All right, let's keep going here. Oh, here's the same spinning wheel. Or maybe, wait, is this the same one? Oh, no, 234, and this is 132. All right. Sick. People be buying the spinning wheels, it appears. Hot damn. Oh, I saw this morning. I saw this shared around. Very cool onboarding from the wallet. Just real slick. Yo, look at this. Someone's playing MFL on the beach. If you guys haven't checked out MFL, if you're a fan of football or soccer for the Americans in the crowd, you might really like MFL. It's like a fantasy football manager game, which is a kind of like a European game style, which I was unfamiliar with, but apparently is super popular. And so if you're into that kind of thing, check it out because they're cooking. Let's see, same lore, except I got OSF wrecked in NFTs, still debated to this day. He started by minting Bored Apes drunk on a couch. Now he sells out 200,000 cans in hours. Yeah. Oh, I thought this is a Pix on chain tweet, but I guess it's kind of the same. All right, let's keep going. Yo, Roham, what up? All right, let's see. Okay. What is this? What's your crypto origin story? Oh, okay. Okay, Phantom. I see you. I see you. I needed to transfer money from Chase Canada to Chase in the US. They charged me $40 and took 3 days. I was so pissed that looked up some weird thing called Bitcoin and bought it on a shady website called that led to Mount Gox was able to send money very fast. Yeah, that's crazy. What's what's so funny is like for me with Bitcoin, I first I was obsessed with mining. I thought it was super interesting. And I just kind of like followed mining for years, like literal years. And I would always be like, oh man, I'm really gonna get into this, or I'm gonna do pooled mining, or I'm gonna do this. I actually need to go check my email. I might have deployed a little bit of cash in like some pooled mining website or something. So gotta go check that out. Uh, but I was always like, oh, I need to buy my own miner. Like I let great be the enemy of good. I'm like, okay, I gotta get my own miner when like ASICs are coming up. I'm like, okay, I gotta get my ant miner, I gotta get my this, whatever. And I never pulled the trigger on it. And at some point I was trying to find out how to buy it, and I just got like frustrated in the sense of like I had to maybe it was like I had to go to some other website. It was like I was like, I need to get it now, just like ADHD. So I found a Bitcoin ATM. I drove to Bitcoin ATM and I bought some at Bitcoin ATM. So I think that was my first purchase of cryptocurrency. Let's see here. Pengu is now listed on 130 plus exchanges, reaching more than 500 million customers worldwide. We're also working on decentralizing our holdings through multiple custody providers to ensure we're safely reaching our global audience. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Robinhood, Binance, Hyperliquid, Kraken, Coinbase. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, shout out Pengu. Pengu. Rumors of a Clonex comeback make the floor 2x over the weekend. Wrecked, the parent organization for Clonex, was discontinued by Nike. As a result, the Clonex collection, yeah. Clones are so back. Oh my. And then Nick, of course, fueling the flames. Wow. I didn't realize that we've got like 230 folks in here watching right now. So welcome. For those of you who are just tuning in, maybe a long time viewers, the first time, my name's Dude Lifts. Just scroll with me. We're scrolling Twitter. That's all we're doing. It's simple. This is simple. But what's not simple is the vibes, you know? And so that's what we do. That's what we find. Yo, are these puppies? This is incredible. I do not remember seeing this at ETH Denver. What the hell? Who held out on us? All right, let's see here. I don't even know what this account is. Forgot the Bloomin' Onion. I don't know why this reminded me of this, but and for some reason I had very much like a die with the most likes. Shout out die with the most likes, by the way. Incredible artist. I had the most die with the most likes moment probably a couple months ago because there's this Texas Roadhouse that we go to. And for some reason, I don't know if it was like, I honestly have no idea what they were deprecating, to use a crypto term, the old Texas Roadhouse. They built a new Texas Roadhouse immediately next door. Like they shared a sidewalk. But there was a very brief period of time when both Texas Roadhouses stood. And it was like this monument to American overconsumption. And I just stood there and I looked at it and I was like, good meat, and I felt like I really channeled the die with the most likes in that moment. And then they demolished the other one and it, will live forever in our memories. All right, let's keep going here. Yo, On-Chain Monkeys, shout out. What is this? What makes On-Chain Monkeys so special and often overlooked? Its design is striking, simple geometric shapes, and these constraints are what make the conceptual art of OCM possible. Interesting. Yo, okay. Nobody sausage in the chat. I feel like they're definitely launching a coin if they haven't already. They had to have already. I just see them all over the place in crypto. Over 100 Pudgy Penguins NFTs are set to be brought to life as physical collectibles. It might just be you. Make sure you submit to Overpass. Wow. I guess they're making a big push. That's really cool. Really cool. All right. Let's get a final sip of coffee. Let's refresh the timeline. And let's see what's going on in the last couple scrolls here. All right. Burnt toast. See you at 1 p.m. for the water cooler and everyone after that. All right. That's what he says. We're retweeting. We're retweeting. We're not reposting. Frothed. I love how this is kind of like taken off for the froth coin. People are just like, froth me. And then the account just responds. It's such like, it's so stupid. But I do feel like everywhere I look is like froth at this point. And so it just I don't know, it just reminds me of that. All right, let's keep going here. You need to update your meme bank for season 2. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Upside does for season 2. I've been chatting with their team for a little while, so I'm interested to see. Real builders measure in years, not in candles. Market is greener than ever, but it's never been a better time to stay focused. Yeah, it feels like I don't know, the vibes. Speaking of the vibes as a service, like there's unique vibes right now. Like almost everything's up across the board, but it's not like fever dream status yet. It feels like people are still like locked in. Feels like they're still building. Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yo, what is this here? These auto trading vaults feel like custom AI powered ETFs, except they're real time, adaptive, and risk tag, conservative, moderate, degen crypto, secret vault. For it. Yeah, I don't know a lot about this, but there is a product that just came out. Well, it's in early access on Flow called More Vaults, which uses this new Ethereum standard. Super interesting. The builder Patty McPearls is an absolute G. And so what they've developed is a permissionless vaulting system so that like strategists can come in and build vaults. Some you could have them driven by AI, they could be AI assisted or whatever. But they've had early access and they've been raising the deposit cap all weekend, just one day at a time, like bing, bing, bing. And they've been getting filled every single time, which is just so cool. So excited for him as a builder, just to get that kind of traction and PMF behind his product. And it's generating like 127% APY, which is like crazy. So yeah, they're absolutely cooking. So they have a stables product that 127% product is a wrapped flow vault, but it's really cool. It's like one click. So you just bring your asset, you go bink, and then it fucking does all kinds of crazy shit, all kinds of crazy strategies, but really awesome. All right, gang. It's not one. It's 8:59, which is almost 9 o'clock. So I have that 9 a.m. meeting as we normally do. We've got 260 people in the chat here. For those of y'all who said something in the chat today, we got Ali, we got 82, we've got Mr. G, Anthony, we've got Namin, Tota, AP, Van Glog, all familiar faces in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in today, saying what's up, watching me scroll Twitter because this is on Kuya in the chat, of course, Kuya is in the chat. Yeah, just a great start to the week and excited for more scrolling, more frothiness, more coin everything. And until tomorrow, I'll see you all on the timeline.